Hello, Cota here. Today we're going to play a bit of Dishonored. It's one of my favorite games. And I'm going to try to complete the game without getting caught and without killing anybody. So that'll be fun. I'm having a beer today. An 805 Firestone Walker. And we're drinking that out of a copper mug. Because we can. Alright, let's get into it. Let's play on normal. There we go. Dunwall Tower.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else. And the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Wrenhaven River.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it. Cast off line. Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Fort Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's
cool.
bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Whaling
This
ship.
was important. We need help with the rat plague.
Oh, look, little rats on rafts. How cute.
Oh, there! We're going up.
Sealed. Ready.
Love this part.
And she's rising.
Wildly impractical, but still really cool.
Steady the pressure. And stop. Shut her down.
The Empress will be waiting for you.
It's also a really cool looking boat. Skiff, or whatever.
It's been good traveling with you, Corvo.
Indeed. Oop, into the water.
You know what to do next time?
Yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy.
I didn't even know I could do all this.
Just don't do anything crazy. Sokolov's changed everything again. We don't know what the hydraulics can do now.
We've got him here today doing a portrait. If there's a time to try something, it's now.
I'm gonna see what else I can play with. Hello.
Fewer ships moving along the river now, with the plague and all.
That is a cool looking boat. Aww. Can't get out there. Alright.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Her Majesty is waiting in the pavilion.
Okay.
Corvo, you're back!
Ah, young lady Emily.
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
I don't really want to do the tutorial.
Alright then, let's go see Mother. Later, will you give me more climbing lessons? Someday I'm going to climb up to the roof.
The Lord Spymaster is with her, but she said to show you right in.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
I don't know.
Follow me, Corvo.
Looks like him to me.
It was a fool's errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith. High Overseer, I must ask you to hold your pose. Corvo, please. I can't see him. Gentlemen, I cannot paint without your cooperation.
Aw,
I cannot work with these distractions.
I'm sorry.
Saw my improvements to the waterlock.
Yes, very nice.
She'll see you at once.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
Seems like a nice dude. I'm sure he won't turn out to be bad.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me.
Follow me, Captain.
What news have you brought?
We should leave them.
What news indeed.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily,
Oh boy. Here we go. Combat time.
Emily, get behind me! Look out! Number one.
Guess that doesn't count as killing him.
Thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Ooh.
Get away!
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you?
Talking a lot for someone who just got stabbed through the chest.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
Yeah,
What did you do with young
him.
Lady
He's
Emily,
killed her.
Her own
Yeah.
bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
And so it begins. Coldridge Prison. Order shall prevail.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak, and that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
All right. From a friend. Munch. Ah, anonymous message.
Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here's the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come.
A friend. Alright, so I'm going to take the money. I've got a sword that I'm going to try not to use.
So many people are coming to the execution tomorrow.
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress. Abducted
Yeah.
her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Oop. We're gonna save.
Stupid goddamn.
Turn around, please. Thank you. We can sneak back here. Yeah, I know.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Okay. Alright, I have a gun now that I hopefully will never have to use.
Hey, send them to check the yard. Hello, is anyone there? How old did you say your sister was?
Please, not now.
Okay, so we haven't discovered anything yet.
Off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary
Why
wing must be
pickpocket
scheduled
when I
in
can
advance,
strangle?
with 1 week's notice.
There we go.
Fucking longer do I have? Fuck.
Nope. Hey, dude. We're just gonna strangle. Garble, 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 garble. Alright. So far, so good. Now I just need to put the body somewhere. How about over here? Whoa, why throw? I hit drop.
Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel
Keeps throwing.
to the event and
There we go.
dignitaries only.
I know I just threw him like 4 times, but no.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Okay. Duty officer's report. Corvo's interrogation. Corvo Atano, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves. Follow their orders without hesitation and keep the torturer under control. If Corvo dies in his hands instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next. Alright. Really wants to frame Corvo for the Empress's murder. Trials of Aptitude. Excerpt from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs, ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes hours before dawn and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make the pilgrimage to Whitecliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. Wow, so they're killing kids. I don't much like the Abbey. Oop. Okay.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
I was gonna report that boiler leak. What the fuck was that?
Well, I just got spotted. Okay, so that's awesome.
Lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard?
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak yesterday. Forget it. Just do your rounds. Reports trouble from both of
To
us.
the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Oh dear. Does he come up here?
Corvo's execution is
Oh
tomorrow,
dear.
right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
Okay, he's not coming over here. That's good.
Hey, not everyone owe me a drink. I really like the Empress.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crew, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Nope. Crap. I don't know how he didn't see me there, but okay.
Hey, I heard you got eaten alive at
Take it.
You're such a chopper.
Solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Does he open the door?
Stupid goddamn Belfast son of
Okay. So far we're doing pretty good. Let's get this guy. See if there's anybody else there. Let's get him. All right. Door control. Ooh, he's candy. Halt. Authorized personnel only. I am authorized by me. Nope. I'm gonna get caught. All right. Nappy time. Where is he? Oh, there he is. All right. Okie dokie. Let's close this door, shall we? Alright, we're gonna save now. They see me? I don't think they spotted me, so we'll call that a win. Hopefully that didn't count as a detection. Go to sewers. Die, rat.
That doesn't happen.
Note from a friend.
Corvo, if you're reading this, it means that our plan worked and you've been broken free from Coleridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where these tunnels dump out into the river. He will bring you to us. A friend will meet you soon.
Awesome.
Who'd know how to do that? Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here.
Wow. Gruesome. It's interesting how the rats somehow eat them all the way down to nothing, bones and all. Seems very, very unrealistic. Yep, more rats. Hey, friends. Oh, they're going after the body. We're gonna just use that. Damien's journal. Amanda and I had only enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. That's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick, and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district, so we'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit the city. Damien. Wow. Ah. And the corpses of the two lovers who died in each other's embrace. Sorry, mister. Leave the gate. Alright.
Screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague. You? No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it? Maybe. Either way, let's just jump them down there like the rats.
Yep, go get it.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress,
nope,
and the
nothing over there.
disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
No one will keep us from death. Well, that one's easy. Great. This other one over here. Money. Ah. Aha. Oop. Dang it. Ah. Okay, that was easy too. Cool. Anyway. More money. A body. Sorry, man. Figure you don't need it anymore. To the Lord Protector.
Greetings, Corvo. Or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire and of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons crafted for you of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man, Samuel, near where these tunnels spill into the Wrenhaven River. All haste and luck, we share a common purpose. Okie dokie. Nice.
Ew. I just went swimming in the sewers. Safe. Jelly share. Jelly, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey, got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, come back for it next month. Whiskey. Ah. Still having a hard time reading it. Hang on. There we go. 451. Let's turn that back down, because that looks a little washed out now. That's better. What was it? 451. Yeah. Great. I got a Moray jewelry box and a health potion. The hope is that I'm not going to need too many health potions.
Won't get past me, sir.
Yep, there's the
Who we're
guards.
hunting here? Don't try to take them out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. Mumble to yourself, you get strangled. What'd you call me? There's Samuel over there. All right. I guess that was all of them. Cool. That bottle not break? Wow. Most impressive.
Attention Dunwalton. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress
For rent.
and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the city.
There's Samuel. Hey.
I'm Samuel. And I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here.
Ooh,
I can
cool.
still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
All right, old man, let's go. Hey, one dead or unconscious body found. When and how? Anyway, I got both check marks, so I'm happy.
This is the Hound Pit's pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Thanks, Samuel. I like Samuel. Zoop. Nope, can't get in there.
Welcome to the Hound Pit Pub, sir. How may...
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. We found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here.
Ah,
Corvo,
he's drinking a beer.
I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit's pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him and then get some sleep. We can talk more when
What
you're
happened indeed? Something like this.
You lost your mind?
I don't know. Oh! Oh! Okay, so evidently I can knock him out. Okay, just one then.
What happened? Did you do that?
One for each of you. Alright, where's the other dude who was here? There he is. Hello.
Have you lost your senses? What was that? What is this?
Ooh. Yummy. Ooh, 100 coins. Nice. 50 coins.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which, Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Seems like a nice guy. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. Well, I don't really want to read Volume 2. Oh, Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. Great. Exit from the Travel Journal of a Young Whaler. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1, or A Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood, leaving behind our home in the city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known. We boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of it getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish this business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I had ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday, I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. And as an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of these great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves, racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned. Tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes. But you could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. Okay. What's in here? Processed whale oil. Alright, let's read Volume 2 real quick. Gaffer's Tale Volume 2, or Gaffer's Final Passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Wow, wrote this pretty quick. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pendizia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves and under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who'd knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in cities thought me odd. My sister Nina had hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked down the first bull we had seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's only because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Wow, that's really sad. Let's read this. Admiralty and the Fleet. Excerpt from a book on naval history. While each of the Isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by these captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing, even as the ship returns to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight. They misspelled sight there. Should be GHT, not TE. Okay. Sorry. Moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Havelock Log, Entry 1. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting those packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making these things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge? Mm-hmm. And if so, will he make his way here? Mm-hmm. I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Well, here I be.
Entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is it?
Nice.
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. By the outsider himself, what is this?
This means I like you, Wallace. Harpooner songs. Hey! I don't know, should I sing it? I should probably sing it. What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler early in the morning? Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner early in the morning. Way hey and up she rises. Way hey and up she rises. Way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Nasty. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver, slice his throat with a rusty cleaver early in the morning. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over, stuff him in a sack and throw him over, stuff him in a sack and throw him over early in the morning. Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Woo! It's a minute of your life you will not get back. Is that the only song in here? Should be Harpooner's Song. With the most generic of sea shanties. Okay. Hey, Lydia. Can't steal from Lydia. Okay.
My, you must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is
Lydia.
Upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral.
Yep. You don't know how old I am. Litany on the White Cliff. Excerpt from a series of Overseer Invocations by High Overseer Abram Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so that others will not lose their way, and those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes, in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. They sound like zealots. The Shadow of Bitterleaf, excerpt from a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face towards me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. "So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended." Wow. The Young Prince of Tivia. Excerpt from a theater play. Hey, alright. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. "How dare you, sir, clothe so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Tivian." Prince Khalasar, moving closer. "That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Ooh. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone." Lord Nathan Bale, stammering, studying the younger man before him. "What are you doing? Leave this house. Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal." Prince Khalasar smiling coyly, reaching out. "No need for anger between us, Lord Bale. Is it so wrong for me to be here? As I've proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family." Lord Nathan Bale, gasping, "Oh my, Khalasar, your skin is so warm. It burns." Scandalous. Gaffer's Tale Volume 2, we already read that. Alright. What now? What now? What now? Ah, Piero.
I'll be crafting your weapons.
I wanted to look through your books and stuff, but
for you,
okay.
I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please,
Okay.
while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
There's already a tank here. Well, you know what that means. Astonishing indeed.
That one is empty. A new tank.
No, it's not. I just filled it.
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask...
Put your hand right through the moving bit there.
Just hold still. The fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally?
Yep.
Lens out of alignment. There. Better now?
Yep.
I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our
there we
situation
go.
here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
All right. Okay, I am definitely going to use sleep darts. See what upgrades we can do. Crossbow accuracy, crossbow range, crossbow reload, combat sleep dart. That's useful. Sleep dart sedative effect is immediate even in combat. Yeah. I think crossbow reload's important. I mean, that's important too, but if I can't hit everybody quickly enough, it's gonna be tricky. I don't think I need to buy anything else.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
I'd like to look around for a while before I bed down.
Very
yeah,
well.
I gotta explore your
You know
workshop.
best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Thank you, Piero. A second solution. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent journal Natural Philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's Remedy, a name that I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its unusual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting the remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it's near perfect, elegant in fact. And while it is true that Piero's Remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has priorities, not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Piero's Remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. And he certainly thinks very highly of himself, as somebody in his position probably would. Piero's request is denied. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals in Gristle? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy, everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else. So you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. Right, Piero. Oh, nothing? Dead counter responsibilities. Excerpt from a manual on New City Watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and in the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay grade. Yeah, get that OT. Nope. Failed experiments. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Piero of Joplin. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's design. Of course. And why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates? Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it, behind my back, in your social clubs, and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Whale vivisection, this should be good. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tibia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. I estimated she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side throughout the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the massive tentacles around her mouth. Okay, so whales have tentacles. Within, I found row upon row of teeth, and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Okay, so they have both baleen and teeth. Interesting. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Okay. Whale oil processing. Excerpt from the founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship, and from smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Ew. Whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the... Oh, this is... Is this Piero? Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly, for once.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Wow, Piero, jeez. Live
My
human
break
testing.
with the Academy was explosive, for lack of a better word. I had to rebuild from scratch.
Get Pierre's
Tell me
workshop
what
key.
I can make for you.
No, I just want your key. Oh. Got some money. Okay, fine.
Is the man dangerous?
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay.
I'm
If the
sorry
Admiral
it's
trusts
so
him,
dark.
then
We
so will
can't
I.
risk
Oh, I'm
being
trying to
seen.
listen to...
It is a bit romantic, though, isn't it?
Trying to listen to the conversation there, Lydia. Alright, Corvo's bed. Empty. I wanted bowls. Boysy, boysy, boysy. Corvo's bed. I'll go to sleep now. That's what I tell myself whenever I go to bed. I'll go to sleep now. Alright. Spooky time. What? Water flowing upwards. I'm gonna jump. Whee! Oh.
Hello, Corvo.
Hello.
Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic, and now these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Okie dokie. Alright, a leap of faith. Oops. Fallen letter. You cannot save her, you cannot save her, cannot save her, cannot save her, you cannot save her, cannot save her, cannot save her. And so on and so forth. Whoop, I fell. Emily's letter. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like Mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. Yep. Nah. Aw, man, are you serious? Tall boys. Meh.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden.
All right.
Listen to the heart now.
Listen to the
heart.
heart.
Another rune.
All right. Well, first.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time's meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom. I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Runes! Acquiring powers. Here we go. Oh, do I want that? Or no, vitality. I don't need increased health. I think dark vision was going to be more useful. There we go. See in the dark, see living beings through walls, including their fields of vision. Representations of the sounds that you make are also visible. Level 2 gives me see useful objects through and security systems through the walls. That's going to be useful.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Indeed.
A reminder to all citizens, inspect your neighbors' faces closely. If there is any sign of blood on the island or cheese, you must notify one of the city watch.
Inspect your neighbor's faces closely. Hi, neighbor!
All suspicions of plague, regardless of severity, must be reported.
What have we here? The Fugue Feast. Excerpt from a book on celebrations and holidays. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are observed, and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for the hymn of atonement, and the Fugue Feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist. and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been.
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
Alright. Cult of the Spheres, Volume 1. Excerpt from Work of Fiction, early chapters. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orchado, third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orchado pulled a lever and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bryn looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres. The Trials of Aptitude. Read that. Nope. Okay, I'm not going that way. Alright, let's talk to Admiral Havelock, and then I think I gotta call it an evening. Yep. Alright. Hold up, before I talk to him.
What in the blazes was that? Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business. But sometimes, good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it.
I'm sure she is.
Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Alright. Alright. Well, before we do that, I think I'm going to have to end this session. So, thank you very much for joining me. When we return, we will come back and deal with the High Overseer. So far, we're doing okay. Let's see how long I can keep the streak up. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. If you stuck around this long, and have a wonderful evening.
Somewhere in the basements below, hound kills hound, and money changes hands. Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time. Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife. Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in. They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from cellars. Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart. They stood in a circle around the candles and cut their hands to form their alliance. The blood hissed as it touched the flames. The conspirators have found a safe home here. They take great care that they are not followed. The ale here is sweetened with honey to hide the taste of river brine. The sober speak in whispers. The drunk bellow. Fortunes have been won here, and lives have been lost.